Rated M for mature.
The tone of this game, as we've said, is very sort of grindhouse, very exploitation, but it's really deeply rooted in 70s movies, buddy cop movies, chase movies, blaxploitation movies, if you wish. It's got all that feel in there, and they've watched many thousands of hours of video, and DVDs have been on in players while people are ostensibly working. It's that whole theme's very much core to what we've done, and they utterly immerse themselves in it. I'm surprised more of them don't have afros right now.
First thing to do is look at lots of zombie movies.
We've watched every zombie movie ever made, I think, and a lot of the kind of straight-to-video B movies as well, the video nasties. And definitely, we looked at all those zombie movies and the way in that zombies move. You know, sometimes they shuffle and amble around. In 28 days later, they're a lot more agile and can, you know, move a lot quicker.
I think the grindhouse look fits that because they were all just exploitation. There was always loads of gore and like kind of ridiculous characters and stuff, so I think that works with the immediacy of just picking up a gun and shooting.
Well, we've really tried to pull that together in all of the levels, I mean, in different ways. You know, the cool thing is that each of the level has almost been presented as a kind of a film in its own right kind of thing.
The music is kind of lots of funk. We have some rock in there. We even have a kind of power ballad in there. And we wanted to kind of really create that soundscape through the
music, making you nod your head with every beat while the outside's just passing you by.
Voice acting in this game is really good.
Having strong characters saying strong lines back and forth to each other allows you to deliver basically plot content, but without sort of tedious exposition.
I enjoy paying. It's like a good Chinese dinner, you know.
I was really impressed by the dialogue, the plots and the cutscenes. The first time I saw those, I was laughing so hard.
The actual thing that makes me laugh the most has still got to be Washington's Lollipop. That line is never, ever going to get old.
You play your music, you play it your way, and I will just drive.
Can I drive?
No.
Can I have a lollipop?
Yes.
If we were going to do the B-movie genre, we were going to do the B-movie genre. Do you know what I mean? We were going to go to town on it, and they kind of like have given me and the team the kind of like freedom to explore what we wanted to do and just kind of run with it, really.
Which was brilliant because we then knew that we were doing full-on exploitation and gore and dismemberment and blood everywhere and swearing, and that was great because it basically allowed us to be as creative as we liked.
So even though we'd read the script, we knew what was coming up, to actually see it there, like, being performed and all animated, so it would always have a whole bunch of people around the screen and we'd all just be killing ourselves.
You boys comfortable?
Like a sardine in a motherfucking tin can!
Was that a thanks for saving my worthless pig hide I just heard, Lieutenant?
The locations are sort of pretty much drawn out of classic horror. So there's the creepy house of the dead, of course, the plantation house. There's a hospital, there's a prison.
We've got some fairly extreme environments going from the swamps to a carnival.
In the attic sections, they're quite messy in the basement as well.
The game moves at sort of a fair pace. It's longer than most of the other shooters that are out there.
You can complete this game, but to actually beat it properly, you need to do all sorts of things.
You're going to be playing 3 mini-games. One of them is a survival mode, where you're facing a horde of ever-increasing zombies. The second one is a shooting gallery, where you shoot different coloured targets. And the third one is a civilian saving minigame.
We had a lot of fun putting the gore parts in. So you've got things like heads getting spun around on drills, there's an arm and a candy floss. I especially like the legs going down a meat grinder.
Being able to change weapons, that's a very new addition to House of the Dead. We've normally had one weapon for the whole course of the game.
We've got different reactions for each weapon is part of the fun of it. Using a hand cannon, you can see the zombie really blown across the room. You've got deaths where they flip over, or you've got the Thompson Fandango where you get a different frame when you machine gun them, so you get that effect.
Yes, their heads do explode when clubbed with a gun.
We make sure that there are there's the opportunities for players to sort of just check out and see what other things are going to break and explode in the levels. You've got exploding glass, there's particular scenes where you can shoot down elements onto zombies and sort of blow other elements up as well.
The big one is danger cam, in that the camera is no longer locked. It's not just always exactly on rails. You have the ability to look to one side and both sides and up and down as well, and which we spent a very long time getting right.
I think we've really sort of pushed the bar with things like cinematics. We've got stuff like depth of field, we've got motion blur. I think the cutscenes do have very much grounded in sort of movie sensibilities. It's the cuts, the editing.
I think we've really done something quite special.